This is actually a really interesting question that I'm still kind of thinking out myself now that you asked it, which is what does abstracting mean in light of the new episode and what we've seen about the file system and how it works? Because originally I assumed abstracting was just a word they were throwing around to mean like damaged or corrupted, because that's what it showed on screen. But that's not at all what it means in computer science. What it means in computer science is there was something complex and you obscured it with a simplified version of that thing that was easier to deal with than the underlying complex thing. It is a way of hiding difficult to deal with things and making them easier for you to deal with. Which, if you think about that in the light of the show, that could be what's happening to the characters. Because if you look at the file listing here, the numbers that are here, the dates, that is the last updated time, not time of creation. But it doesn't look like any of these are being updated after they were created. It looks like these are the original creation dates, which would imply that when they abstracted, it didn't damage the underlying brain scan. It just basically pulled them out of the circus and has a weird monster in their place. Which could mean that the underlying characters aren't actually gone, that they're just kind of hidden from view in some way. That would be more in line with abstraction. They got their brain got too complex for the circus to understand, and so it's simplified them down to that. But the underlying brain scan is still available somewhere. That would be more like abstraction in computer sciences, which I hadn't really thought about. I assumed it was just data corruption or something, but this doesn't seem to indicate that. I think what they're saying here is maybe they weren't being destroyed. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, abstraction is just taking a complex thing and making it simple, but not destroying the underlying thing. It's a usually we call it an abstraction layer. It sits between you and that thing and obscures you from seeing that thing, so you don't have to deal with it. So you can deal with the simplified version instead. That's what abstraction is, which is a very different way of interpreting what's happening to the characters.